Welcome back. We're talking with Jody Harvala about signs and symbols. And I just shared with you last time you were on, you said that you have parking angels.
Absolutely.
I kind of put a loved one to the test and asked for kind of the same thing. I want that first parking spot. You know, I want to see if you're listening to me. And I got the second parking spot, and after I parked, the first parking spot opened, and it's kind of something that that loved one would have done, would have been like,
play a little bit, yeah.
You don't get the first one.
Yep, I actually think that's a great thing to talk about, because sometimes we'll ask for signs and they don't come exactly the way we want them to. I tease a girlfriend of mine that she asked for purple elephants one time, and she saw, or maybe it was blue elephants, whichever it was. I think she saw 400 elephants with like a guy in the front standing in a purple shirt, or it was kind of purple but not true purple, and she's like, nope, it's not a purple elephant. And I was like, oh my gosh, do you know everything that needs to happen for you to even see the elephants? And you've been getting them over and over and over. And I feel like a lot of people get so stuck on exactly what the sign is and how it should show up that they're missing the fun and the play of it. And so give Spirit a little wiggle room too. Like there's a lot of things that have to happen for those signs to come through, and I think that you need to be respectful of that too. So if you're going to fight the signs aren't going to show up as much because you're not honoring them. So, and even asking for, like, just from Spirit, even if it's not from loved ones, maybe your angels or God or whatever your belief is. I was going to a retreat one time and I was really nervous. And I was like, all right, Spirit, just show me that I'm on the right track. And the very first car that I saw pulling out of the park said blessed. And I was like, good sign, I'll take that. So thank you. So I think people need to give a little wiggle room, ask for signs and try it more than one time, or just be open to whatever needs to show up, because numbers can be signs, songs can be signs, people coming into your life can be signs, and it can be a really fun game to start to play. And the more you open up, the more signs that you see. I see signs all day long now because I've just allowed myself to learn and play and see how Spirit talks to me.
What is the, I don't know, best is probably not the right word, but the most unique or the most beautiful story that you've heard?
Oh, I have so many. One that's kind of a funny story is a woman was asking for a banana to make a certain decision or an apple to make another decision. And we had kind of set parameters about, obviously it wasn't going to be in a grocery store or something, you know, it needed to be a random thing. And the next morning I was going in to clear this person's house, and I was like, God, I need to go into your boys' room for some reason. So we walked into her boys' room and she had a 4-foot stuffed banana. And I was like, okay, can I take a picture of that? I have another client I need to send that to. And so that's been really fun. The last week, there's been a couple really interesting signs from my loved one that passed away last week. And those, there's a little bit of privacy around that just because of the respect for the family, but there's been some really special things that show up like that. And it's been very soon after the death as well. So I think those are probably the most special ones. There's been some where children have passed away and then they have such big, bright spirits, and they'll come through with a song, or they'll come through. I did a reading one time and I wrote down a color book or something, and the mom just lost it because her son, she's like, that's his favorite color book. Like, you would never know that. So I think those ones are probably the ones that touch me the most, is when the kids show up.
And so let's tell people how they can reach out to you for help. If they
Absolutely. You can go to my website, www.jodyharvala.com, and I am doing a quick signs and symbols class coming up online. You can find that on my Facebook page. Ooh. If you want to do that, or I'll update my website so you guys can sign up for that too.
Fun.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, guys. Always fun to come.
We're going to be open.
Open to the signs.
Open to the sign and smell of strawberry supreme French toast.
From our angels.
Thank you, Jody. We have that coming up next.